Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, now taking his position in the reviewing area is the commanding officer, Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point, Colonel Todd W. Ferry. Now taking his position in the reviewing area is Colonel Mikel R. Ladies and gentlemen, you may remain seated during passing of colors.
Sergeant Major, deliver the colors to the commanding officer.
Each organization is equipped with a national flag and an organizational flag when carried by an individual on foot or displayed from a fixed location. The national flag is called the national colors, and the scarlet and gold Marine Corps flag with unit designation is called the organizational colors. When in garrison or on board ship, the colors of an organization are kept in the office of the commanding officer. The transfer of the organizational colors is also symbolic of the transfer of the command from the outgoing to the incoming commander. Delivering the station colors to Colonel Ferry is the installation Sergeant Major Paul M. McElern. The passing of the colors signifies the transfer of total responsibility, authority, and accountability for the Marines, sailors, civilian Marines, and the families of Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point. From Commandant of the Marine Corps to Colonel Todd W. Ferry, subject, relinquish of command. Effective 10/02 August 2019, you stand attached as Commanding Officer of Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point and proceed to Marine Corps Installation East for duty at the Deputy Commanding General, signed, David H. Berger, General, United States Marine Corps, Commandant of the Marine Corps. From Commandant of the Marine Corps to Colonel Mikel R, subject, assumption of command. Effective 10/01 August 2019, you stand appointed as Commanding Officer of Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point. Signed, David H. Berger, General, United States Marine Corps, Commandant of the Marine Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, the reviewing officer for today's ceremony is Major General Carson Heckle. Please rise for honors, Major General Heckle. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commanding General, 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing, Major General Carson Heckle.
go do the kind of early training out there, that way we're training out there, and that we can little hours.
Welcome, Marine sailors. I'm glad we're back to be here. It's a big day. So, I've never done an airspace protection command. And quite frankly, I think I'm much better looking than Dale Alford. So Dale Alford and I are very, very good friends. It's a real honor for me to be here, and especially having worked so closely with Flipper this past year, being neighbors and having worked this past year with Words Humor. So it's a real honor for me to be here, and it's a real privilege. So, but on that point, going forward, man, I love you guys sound freaking awesome. And I mean this, and I don't mean to besmirch anybody, but you guys sound better than any other band I listen to, and you truly turn a formation into a ceremony. Thank you. I love you guys. And to the Marines out there, you guys are very, very sharp. Really represent the command well. But look, so the point about I've done, I don't even know how many change commands that I've been out there. I've been there, and I've been here. All operational stuff, right? So what is particularly unique about this one, and particularly the air stations, if I'm lucky enough to serve out my full tenure here as a commanding general of the mighty 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing, I'll be here 2 years. If the Commandant doesn't fire me sooner now. Every operational command at the 06 level is 18 to 24 months. Why is the air station 3 years? Well, Marines love pain. We love to inflict pain. No, but in all seriousness, I'll tell you why. The air station is a very, very complex, challenging command. And all those words are probably euphemisms for bad things, right? Difficulty, stress. That's what makes this air station different. And I will tell you that Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point is particularly unique. Of all the air stations, there's a couple that rival it, but let me break it down for you. This air station not only does it host my command, the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing, 15,000 Marines, almost 500 aircraft, all over the world, everywhere, every day. There are 3 06 level groups. There's Marine Aircraft Group 14. There's Marine Air Control Group 28. There's Marine Lead Support Group 27. Oh, and then we got this little thing called FRC East. No other air station has that. None. So, Flipper, you have led this command with flair. You've done well. You really have. You've done good, Marine. But we're not quite done extracting the blood out of Flipper. If y'all were listening to orders from my commandant, we're going to send him down to Lejeune to work for General Alford as a Deputy Commanding General of MCI East. So you and I will be seeing each other for some time to come, I'm certain of it. Sandra, to you and the family, so the families are too big. Too big for my pea little brain. But to Sandra, you guys, thank you for everything. We wish you all the best of luck in the future. And he knows we're old frog guys together, right? Most people, some of these young Marines don't even know what a frog is. Better look it up. It's worth a Google. But so Flipper and I are old frog guys. You know, brother, whatever you need to say the word. But I appreciate everything you did. And not only did you lead for 3 years, probably the most complex beast in the Marine Corps, we threw this little thing called Florence on top of it. And it was pretty awesome. Words, Alana, family. So Words has been my G3 for the last year, right? Big deal. He's done it great. But this is the greatest, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Words knows it. He's been here before. He's a Harrier guy. He's been at the at the wing for the last year. He'll get it. He'll get it. Well, I look forward to it. So, guys, without any further ado, thank you for being here today. Again, Marines, y'all look freaking sharp. Really representing the command well. And now, without further ado, the former commanding officer of Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point, Todd Ferry.
All right, can you hear me? All right, this is a day. I'm the helicopter guy that used to run the jet base. And I used to say that for 3 years, and I had 2 commanding generals in the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing and the CH-46 pilot, General Levy and General Heckle. And if you be very, very quiet and listen, besides the tug, we joked which tug, if that's an FRC's tug or, We joked, okay, it's a truck too, and we talked about that, right? Which one's gonna, if you listen past the truck going over there, you actually can hear all the way to the front gate where they're grinding my name off the Harrier right now. And 4 decades of Harrier pilots, Morris, are like releasing, going, thank God, a Harrier pilot. Call sign words are going to be on that. I didn't even know we did that at Cherry Point. I'd never been. So that's a true statement. Actually, I got a text from a friend of mine who goes, hey, I think they're actually grinding that name off that. That was a couple days ago, so that's a true statement. So let's get the admin stuff done. At the end of this whole ceremony, the announcer's going to say, hey, come join us at Miller's Landing, create some revenue for MCCS. You're going to miss that because the band's going to be playing stuff like this. So please, on behalf of Colonel Huber and myself, come join us. It's going to be a good time. And I know it's a hike over there, but come over. Have fun. Second thing, if for some reason I miss you, because there's a lot of people here, there's a lot of people who've just put into this air station, please forgive me. Matt Lindsay, Shortway are here. Shortway, we're going to be out at Shortway tonight. I'll buy you a beer. So if I offend you for any reason, we're going to Newport tonight. Come hang out. So General Heckle said my boss, Major General Alfer's not here. He's basically doing some well-deserved post-Afghanistan leave. He came back from commanding combat Marines there in Afghanistan, so he's post-deployment. So my boss isn't here. My boss's boss isn't here because he's new at MCICOM, General Banta. My boss's boss's boss has a new commandant, so he's really busy with the new commandant. So the Marine Corps captain in me was really excited to have no leadership. I thought, we're going to have the shortest ceremony ever, which no one believes because I'm talking, and we didn't do an award, we're going to get out of here. And then the Marine Corps colonel and me, because there was a war between us, our brain said, that's probably not good. So it's an honor, sir, General Heckle, for you to come out, Michelle, coming out. So, and we served together at New River years ago. I used to watch you jack steel at Mott's when I go through there, bringing 46s in there. Big guy. So I'm using the microphone. I don't project like that, the general. So thank you. It's an honor, sir. We've already talked about some of our dignitaries, sir. General Plaster, my golfing buddy there, coming down. It's an honor. General Broughton, thanks for another golfing buddy actually coming out. It's been an honor. And General Overholt, sir, it's an honor to have you guys here. There's leadership like crazy here. So if you don't know, if you are new to the area, we are sitting in Craven County. We have training fields and ranges out in Carteret County. We actually have ranges out in Pamlico County. We have an airfield out in Jones County. So the uniqueness that General Heckle talked about as far as just this air station on base with the local community is special and different. It's very different. So I'm not going to go through every mayor's here. I see Pollexville over here. I saw Kinston over here. Thank you for coming. We have state representatives. So from all those counties, we have commissioners here from each of those counties. We have like local leadership like crazy. And thank you for coming out. We have representatives. I saw Special here and Sanderson were here. Thank you for coming out. Senator Burr and Tillis's office are here. Representatives from our Congressional District 3 are here as well. And it goes on and on again. So again, if I miss you, you feel slighted, come out to Newport. I'll buy you a beer tonight. We do have education as well. I don't know if the Chancellor, he was supposed to be here for UNCW. Didn't get to say hi to him. We have representatives from East Carolina, Carteret and Craven Community Colleges, Superintendent of Schools. I saw her, Megan Doyle from Craven, who really pours into our students here. Thank you for coming out. And so we have the school principals here and teachers here. Thanks for coming out. The band. We already mentioned the band. Okay, so in 2010, I got the honor of basically commanding a CH-46 squadron at Camp Pendleton. I do not come from a military family. As I started to ask my family to come out to that ceremony at Camp Pendleton, hey, these are special events. Special events. And they weren't really convinced, truly. Hey, these are big things in the Marine Corps, honors, tradition ceremonies, that kind of stuff like that. And finally, when I said there was going to be a band, my mom actually decided to come out from Houston and show up. And that's a true story. That's a true story. So the band is special. And for the commanding officer in his position, I don't think there's anyone who sees as much of the band as the commanding general and his, because we're at all the ceremonies. I usually go to the change of command, the relief and appointments, the band concerts downtown, the Veterans Day parades, the Christmas parade. I see them all the time. And one of the honors, not only of just being with the band, about 18 months ago, they actually asked me, because of our relationship, to come over and promote a bunch of them. And that was special for me as a commanding officer. Now, I think it was twofold, because they basically took me into a really crappy building we had put them in, and I think they're like, hey, promote me here, but look at the, can you fix this up? So I think it was twofold. So band, thank you very much for coming out and doing what you do. The Marines in the ceremony, we talked about them, 800 Marines in the H&HS squadron. The city never sleeps, so this is the only Marine Corps Air Station that never shuts down. So this is obviously a sampling, but right now, conducting security around us, guarding the gates and stuff like that, sitting at the air control tower right there, basically communicating with aircraft over our head, ready to refuel, basically working on the new meal at the chow hall. All the logistics, they are out there. The city never sleeps. So I'm thankful there. I'm looking right there at Lieutenant Colonel Benfield Dirt back there, and I don't know where Sergeant Major Corbeck. Thank you for what you've done, these Marines. Give these Marines and the band a hand one more time. Chaplain Ben Sanford, thank you for the prayer. Faith is very important to me. I know I'm here by the grace of God. It's been a very special time to me. He came in. We didn't have a senior chaplain with that much experience. It's been short. He just got selected to be a captain, and he's headed over to the 1st Marine Aircraft and going to be the command chaplain over there in October. So it's a quick turn through here, but that's been really important, that relation. I'm looking for you. I don't know where you are. My family, so my mother and father are here, right here. My dad, they met like around 1968. This is the 50th anniversary of Apollo. My dad worked for NASA for 40 years. He put up Apollo and space shuttle. My mom was one of those V-bonnet Delta flight stewardesses. You look back in the 60s. Dad was a flat-top white shirt with pocket protector guy. He used a slide rule to put space. Right? He did rules like rocket scientist kind of guy. And so they're sitting right here. Thank you for coming out. My wife's family right here. The Pinkley's retired Navy commander. He actually joined the Army defending us against Soviet aggressions in Germany in like 1960s. Left the Army, joined the Navy, and retired out of PACOM actually. So his wife there, her mother-in-law, who continues to despise me because I married her daughter. She's an Army brat. He married a dude in the Army, the Navy, and then gave her daughter to be a Marine. So and my sister-in-law there. So thank you for coming. My wife, Sandra, so we talked about her. She's amazing. I fell in love with her instantly when I saw her blue eyes 26 years ago. We talked about our spouses in this job and how important they are. So here's some advice to you. If you're going to get married and you're going to join the Marine Corps, summer is a bad time. Case in point, we moved 10 times. We lived overseas. My kids, half their lives overseas, both in Okinawa and Germany. And our 25th anniversary we just celebrated 2 years ago, and she was cleaning a house for PCS Move on our 25th anniversary, and our amazing dinner was at the Roadhouse, Mikel R. That was our dinner. So I've been making apologies for those type of PCS moves every time. This is our 25th right now. I love her dearly. I thank you. We can't do that without her. And then if you see to my left, her right, there's 6 of what I call the tribe, okay? My village, I have a dope village. Can I say that? Dope village? So I have a dope village right here. I have 2 daughters in college at East, so all you Carolinians should be excited. I'm from Texas. We're spread across the state. East Carolina, Chapel Hill. My son just committed to play soccer at Asheville. That's kind of like all the way across. So for Dr. Doyle, I got 2 at Havelock High School. And Principal Claudia Casey, I got 2 in her school right there at Tucker Creek. So thank you to my kids, and boy, they put up with a lot, these kids in the military. So the Commandant Marine Corps was here 2 days ago. And what a great vision it was. One of the things he said that resonated immediately with me, he talked about the soul of the Marine Corps. And I've heard that before, and I appreciate the mentorship of the Gray Bears and the former commandants that talked about that. Good to see you, so MCIE showed up. Awesome. There you go. I appreciate his discussion of the soul of the Marine Corps. That just resonated. So I came here 3 years ago. It was the 75th anniversary of Cherry Point. 1 week after I took command, we're hosting in 250, the anniversary. I had to quickly kind of come up with my thoughts on what it meant to stand in front of an audience that I really didn't know a lot about. And what I basically talked about was the heart and soul. The heart of this air station is the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing. That's what makes it go. But the soul is the community. So it's just like the commandant talked about the soul of the Marine Corps, our history, the traditions, our legacy, the customs, that kind of stuff. The soul of Cherry Point is this community. I was quickly hit in the face with stories, and you've heard me say it for 3 years, you've been around me, of people who've been here, the grandfathers that actually cut down the pine. They actually poured the cement here, and they created this base now 78 years ago. And then they had fathers who joined, went to Korea or Vietnam, and they had their first job at FRC East on the station. So the soul of the community is intertwined with it. Okay, and that's not lost on someone like me who can come in for the first time station with fresh eyes and see it. So that is unique and special. I'm very, very thankful for that. With that, I truly understand what makes us able to go out and do what we do. So in other words, I run the air station in support of our operating forces, the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing. How does that sustain? It's a community. Okay, it's a community of educators and teachers. It's coaches, it's youth group leaders, it's business owners. Chick-fil-A owner right over there, manager Patrick Keneally, Gary Baldry's Tires. There's people here in the community that keep the community going so we can come and go, that we can plug into sports teams and education. So I truly understand and I thank you for the community out there that supports the Marines on this base, to do what we do to support our nation. So, having moved 10 times with my wife, overseas twice, 25 years of marriage, one of the things you do take, we've never been stationed in the same place twice. One of the things you take away are souvenirs, right? You go somewhere, you take a souvenir. Souvenirs for us are relationships. Relationships are the most important thing you take away. The memories and stuff like that are relationships. So first and foremost, I thank you for the relationships, of the mentorship I've had with the commanding generals I've had. I've had 3, General Widley, General Alford, General Watson, now back to General Alford. So I've had that same thing of the leadership and the mentorship of the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing, First General Glavey, and now, sir, thank you for that leadership. For all the commanders and the sergeants majors here, of all the different units on here. So the unique thing about being here 3 years, I see everyone turn over twice. So I've seen 2, and then if someone like FRC East, I see Bubba, I don't have Captain Nieto here. I've seen 3 COs of FRC East, 3 at the hospital, 06 commands, and every other one I've seen at least 2 commanders or 2 sergeants major or senior enlisted. So you just see a lot of relationships. So it's been phenomenal, and it's been an honor and blessing to serve with each one of those that they've come and gone. Team Cherry Point. One of the things that happens is leaders like us rotate. So how does actually Cherry Point work? It's really on the backbone of our civilian staff. It's our civilian Marines. That's what makes it work. And a business like this where I come in, I have no idea. I know how to fly helicopters and operate and stuff like that, but I do not know how to run a city. I'm thankful for them, what you've done for us. I've had great leadership. I want you to give Lori Crawford a round of applause. She's hiding behind Jim right there. All right, Words. So Words and I didn't know each other, but he hit me up and said, hey, I got selected to command the air station. And I went, awesome. Where do you work? And he said, in your building. And I said, oh, dang, I should know that, I guess. Headquarters 1, Building 1. So we quickly got to know each other. And this is how I got to know about Words. So right after he was announced as the next commanding officer, we'd have our staff meeting and say, hey, the next commanding officer is Colonel Huber. And I get this reaction. It was like, Huber. His wife's awesome. She works at the clinic. Huber, his wife, and I truly, like for a week, oh, and so I heard so much stuff about the commander. I kept, well, how long has she been here? You know, and so her impact in a very short amount of time in the clinic, it was really, I really got that feedback. She's awesome, you know, and the team, I'm so excited. It's been very unique for him to be the G3. It's kind of cool. I said, ooh, that sounds like a problem with the G3. He better understand it, because in 8 months he's going to be here. So I'm excited for what's going to happen for you guys, your family, and stuff like that. Thank you for serving like you do. Thank you for serving the clinic, because even that, we started to do meetings together in her capacity there at the clinic, so it's been awesome. You guys are going to have fun. Okay, so the final thought is this. The last thing they do when you're CO of the air station, I didn't really think about it until I actually just saw it happen a couple of days. They take your face off every building around here. I call it the banana dictatorship photo, you know, 'cause like, you know, sitting up there. So for the kids, your dad's face is going up right now all over the buildings. And if you look at, especially you two, what happens is your dad's eyes are fixed like that, but Sergeant Major Mac's eyes actually move. So the Mac, actually, his eyes move. It's kind of creepy. It's kind of Harry Potter. It actually move. Your dad doesn't, so you better watch out. So Mac's looking at you. Remember that. But when they take that down, one of the things they do, they basically turn your photo from color to gray and black and white. They put it in the headquarters building, and my first impression when I walked in 3 years ago was to walk the row, and there were 48 black and white photos there. And you kind of look into the eyes of the people who've commanded here before. And you just kind of sit and pause and you think, what did that mean? And what does that mean for your legacy and stuff like that? And it hit me too. So two things end up happening. When you describe leaders, you're either an ancestor or you're a ghost. Right? Ghosts come back to haunt us, right? Okay? And ancestors in the tribe of the Marine Corps are good. They've kept the honor, the courage, and tradition. So I guess as I walk off the stage, as Lori's putting my face up there, my prayer, my hope, my thought is that I've been a good ancestor. And thank you very much. God bless Cherry Point. God bless United States Marine Corps and America. Thank you.
Good morning. Major General Heckel, distinguished guests, commanders, sergeants major, Marines, sailors, civilians, friends, and family. It's an honor to be here today. 23 years ago, I started my journey in the Fleet Marine Force, a couple of hangars down the flight line. And so today, to assume command of this air station, it's a tremendous honor. My remarks today are going to be brief, but there are a few that I want to point out. And I know that I'm the third to come up here and do this, but I want to start out with the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing Band. Fantastic, as always. Second, and Flipper pointed them out, the Marines in the formation here today. Okay, it is no small effort to put a ceremony like this together, and these Marines have performed incredibly. Outstanding job. Flipper, thank you for your leadership. Thank you and Sandra, for welcoming Team Huber. To the air station staff, thank you for the warm welcome and the thorough turnover that I've had here in the past couple weeks. I truly appreciate it. I want to thank friends and family that have come from near and far to join me here today, join us here today. It's great to see a lot of familiar faces. I want to thank my mom and dad, Becky and Paul, my mother-in-law, Judy, my sister, Carrie, and her family, my children, Caitlin and her husband, Simon, Ashley, Sarah, Lily, and Nathan. Thank you for your love and support and for putting up with me. I want to thank my wife, Elena. Her enduring love and support is what keeps me going. This is a team sport, and I couldn't ask for a better teammate. She is an incredible naval officer and an even more amazing mom. I appreciate it. General Heckel, absolute honor to serve on your staff over the past year. I've enjoyed it, but I am ecstatic to have the opportunity to continue to serve 2nd MAW as the commander of this air station, and you can count on our support. to Captain Nieto and his team at FRC East, Captain Stevens and his team at the health clinic. Again, you've got my support as the Air Station Commander, and certainly the staff that supports me in supporting your mission day in and day out. And finally, to the Marines, sailors, and civilians of this air station, our actions together will speak far louder than my words. So let's get after it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Huber requests that all previous Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point commanders join him in the reviewing area for the pass and review. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. On behalf of the commanding officer of Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point, thank you for your attendance. Please join Colonel Ferry and Colonel Hebert and their families for a reception at Miller's Landing.